Hey guys, Jamie here for Bird Attack Records. I'm here with Laws and Aaron from While She Sleeps.
So, how you doing?
Welcome to Jera on Air.
Thank you.
Jera? Is it not Jera? I've been pronouncing it Jera.
I don't know.
I say Jera.
This is Jerry, it is on air. There's a guy called Jerry who does oxygen up the nose. This is Jerry on air, man.
He's just doing Nos in the back. Like.
Yeah.
I've got to say, as three Northern Englishmen, we're not probably the best qualified people to say what the best
How do
pronunciation.
you pronounce it? How do you pronounce Jera on air? Jera?
Is it Jera or Jera?
I think it's Jera.
Jera. Okay, Jera. We'll go
There
with
we go.
I
Jera.
know what that means.
Yeah. I think it's just a name.
Yeah.
I think it's.
It's a great festival.
Yeah. Is it your first time here?
No, we played here last year, and I think we might have done another year. A few
No,
years
we
ago.
did it last year, our first time. We played the blue tent, which is there.
Yeah.
We're on main stage though this year.
Yeah.
A
Upgrade.
lot happens in a year.
It's sick. Like, I really like these sort of smaller festivals. You know, you can nip round the site. It's really cool. Loads of good friends bands here and stuff hanging out. So it's really fun. Yeah.
It's they call it like the little brother to Grows Rock as well.
Yeah.
It's got a very similar vibe.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, and the lineup's like equally as good as everything else, if not better. The lineup's great today, so.
Yeah.
I like the way the stages alternate as well, so everyone's got an opportunity to see whatever bands.
Yeah,
It's cool.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And you have been upgraded to the main stage because your third album, You Are We, came out not long ago.
Yeah. Sick.
You crowdfunded the album, that's right, isn't it? And,
Yeah.
and a new space in Sheffield that you've run everything from, right?
Yeah, I think we used to have a space years ago that we just called The Barn, that we released our first sort of EP out of and stuff, and it was a really good creative hub, do you know what I mean? We could be in there and do the artwork and create music and party and stuff, and with our last album, with Brainwashed, we didn't really have that space, and we kind of missed the creative sort of vibe, so we started building a new studio in a you know, kind of like dilapidated warehouse. And built it all up and stuff, and for us, I think, from doing that and then wanting to record the album there, it kind of made sense for us to try and release it independently, and the support for the whole album has just been incredible, really. We're really proud of what we achieved and stoked of the unity between the fans and ourselves, and yeah, it just feels really good, really positive.
It really does.
It did well in the charts as well, right?
Number 8.
Yeah, it went in at number
in the
8, which
UK
is
chart.
crazy.
Independent heavy music got number 8 in the charts, only for a week. But, you know.
That's crazy though. That's Neck Deep did the same, and they're on Hopeless Records and have a lot of press as well. And and Moose Blood did the same. And again,
Then
they're on
like
Hopeless.
Death Havana got like number 5 on their new album chart position, and like Lower Than got in the top 10. I think just like alternative music's just getting its foot in the door now with
definitely.
with the mainstream, I guess.
Yeah, I think people are just more open to liking sort of pop and metal and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I think people's kind of opening their minds. I remember back in the day when I used to get beat up at school for listening to Slipknot. Everyone's just kind of like, I don't listen to anything but metal, or I don't listen to anything but sort of hip hop or whatever. But I think people's mindsets changed, and I think people are more willing to accept tons of different styles and stuff. So it's great for especially for a band like us that's sort of, we're shouting our head off really, and to be up there with some pop acts is really fun.
Absolutely.
I think the new Paramore album's a good example of that. Like, it's still in like the alternative scene, but it's the most poppy album you'll hear, and it's great.
Yeah.
Is the title of the album kind of a reference to that fact that you've got such a good relationship with your fans? And
Yeah, it was like, we called it that basically because without the help from the fans, especially with like releasing it independently, like this album would not have existed if it wasn't for them investing so much into our latest work. And we pledged to the fans. We like asked them that we want to go this alone, and we felt like we had an established enough fan base to do that. And it turns out we were right. And so like the You Are We is just kind of a nod to the fans, being like, it points out the symbiotic relationship with us and our fans. It's like they couldn't exist without each other. Do you know what I mean? This thing called While She Sleeps isn't just a band. It exists because of people who like our music, and we get to do that because they like our music. And it also kind of symbolizes the symbiotic relationship with humans and nature as well. Going on like a weird deep hippie level is that like that we couldn't survive without nature and vice versa. So it's just pointed out to like the unity and connection between every living thing like, you know, within our music and our fans and with every living thing in the universe.
I think it's just, you know, we're all connected in some way, even if it's indirectly. I feel like there's that unity, and I think it's really important for us to take that to our live show as well. Like, I don't want some young girl to get spin kicked to the face and the jaw snapped off. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not that band, and I think it's really important to us to have a real sense of unity and you know, in kind of a punk rock way, you know.
Yeah. And it was like
just everyone to have a good time and really enjoy themselves at our live show. And I think that whole the title and the way that we released the album and everything sort of is summed up by You Are We.
And when we was like writing and recording the whole thing, the Brexit was happening and all that stuff, and then Donald Trump got in power, and we were just like, it feels like,
going on?
Yeah, it just feels like all the world leaders that we have in the Western world at least are like promoting like division and segregation, and with
they
like
kind of want us to all have different, you know, everyone's.
They want to
different in
divide
their
us up, and
opinion.
they like, you know, they want to. Donald Trump wants to build a fucking wall and shit, and just like dividing people by race, by religion and culture, and it's just like we felt like we've got a platform where people listen to us at least. So I think, you know, in the world where our leaders promoting division and segregation, we wanted to put out a message of unity, and like, you know, we can change this shit one by one if we just change our mind frames a little bit.
Definitely. Oh, Jeremy Corbyn.
Hippie rant over.
Yeah, no.
That's it. I've got it in now. Plugged it.
So you mentioned your live show you guys are playing tonight on the main stage. I've seen you guys live before a few times, and it's always incredible. Very
Thank you,
energetic, very intense. Have you got any tricks planned? Are you going to be climbing the scaffolding again?
I don't know. I never try and think about it too much. I just go with it. If I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go for this. But
If I spot something, I try and dare him to do something now. I like go up on stage like I dare you to do that.
At Hellfest the other day, he just came and whispered in my ear, "Dive off the sound tower," and I was like, what? And I looked at it and I was like, go on then. So I went for it. But I think as much as, you know, the crowd get in the pit and they get rid of the energy and they get to have fun, I think for us as a band, it's that as well. Do you know what I mean? It's our time to sort of let go and sort of release that built-up energy from sitting on, or like being on the tour bus for hours to get to the festival, and it, like, for me anyway, it calms me down in day-to-day life, just getting the chance to really like push all my energy out to the live show, and you know,
catharsis.
Yeah, and it just when I come off, I've released that energy and sort of got all the shit off my chest and out there, and you know,
it's almost like meditative as well. It's just like people do things like to get in a meditative state, like meditation or yoga or whatever. But for us, it's just like when we get on stage, there's nothing else but us playing. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm thinking, oh shit, my phone bill's coming out in a few days and I ain't got enough money to pay for it. It's
you
like
just get to let go.
It's like it's complete and utter, just mindful being there in the present.
Doing a lyric like, shit, I should have paid that bill, man.
Yeah, but you're just completely in the moment, and I think that's what's so refreshing and empowering about it. And I think that's why we just lose our shit a little bit, just because like it's just
if
a release
you've had a bad
of energy.
day up until that point, you can get rid of that feeling while you're on there and throwing down sort of thing. So
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to it. It promises to be excellent. I'll be there, and it'll be excellent. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for
Thank
shout
you.
out to a lot of bands that are playing: Landscapes, Comeback Kid, North Lane, Architects. They're all our boys. It's going to be a great day.
Do you know if Sam's going to do the vocals for Every Time I Die tomorrow?
I know he
if they're
did
staying
already.
around. I jumped on stage for them the other day
aye.
at the festival.
It's gonna be
I saw some videos back. It sounded demonic. it was really heavy.
Yeah, I know Sam did it yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's going to do it again. We'll see. I'd like to
Fingers
see it.
crossed.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah,
Well, I look
it's
forward
good.
to it. Have a good weekend, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.
Peace out.